name is Kelvin Kinywa, and I'm a HR by practitioner, and I'm the husband to this beautiful and amazing lady, and glad. Thank you.
My name is Reha Wanjiro Kenywa. Yeah, I'm the wife to Kelvin. Yeah, I'm an accountant by profession. Yeah, and I'm happily married to this guy.
Thank you. And we
yeah,
are the
the
Rakels. Yeah, actually, it was year 2021, I believe so. Yeah, in January. In a HR system, we normally deal with work injury. By accident, there was in the farm where I used to work in that organization, there is a young man who got an accident and his heart was cut. So we had to lash him at Kijabe Hospital, and going to Kijabe Hospital in the process whereby we were told to go and pass through all the process. Then in the admission room, room number 16, and then I met this beautiful lady there. So hapo hivyo ndio unasikianga mgonjwa aliwa daktari. So I met her in room number 16, and she admitted us, and from there we got to know each other. Then we left. We went back to. I was working in Naivasha by then. Then I came back to check on my patient, how he is doing. So my boss told me now to get 2 contacts. So in my mind ikaring very fast. One moja niendea ya rehab na hiyo ingine ninaendea ya mwenye hapo hivyo in front office. So and that's what I did. So kwanza nilianzia na ule mwingine so that I may come and convince her that ya kwamba have been given the number, so nimeambia unipe yako. So when I came to her, then I told her, I have been told you give me your number. So that's what she did. Akaandika mahali. I still retain that paper up to date. Mahali aliandika So but then so as I was going home, then nikajiambia ninapeleka namba moja peke yake. Nitaenda niseme nilipewa moja. Nilipewa ya ule kijana ule boy. Hii nani? Ya rehab retain. So and that's what happened. And immediately from there, then I think 2 weeks, then akaenda, the contract ikaisha. And we thank God ya kwamba tulipatana the right time before the contract ishe. That's how we met in Kijabe. Yeah, hospital.
The funny thing, I didn't suspect it was something weird, because alinionyesha ya my boss, and then I was so naive. I had just gotten a 3 months contract. So whenever you're told to do something and you see, oh my God, my boss has already given his contact, so who am I? But at first nilimpea ya hosi. But he was so sharp, akaniambia najua hii ni ya hapa admissions, nataka yako. Yeah, so I gave him my number. Yeah, and that was it. I left, yeah, went home. Yeah, that's when he called. But my first impression was he was looking so nice. I actually thought he's the boss. And I actually thought he was married. Yeah, by there I was like, so when he came in, I was like, wow, he looks nice. Yeah, but I thought, we thinking ni bwana wenyewe, so keep off. Yeah.
Actually, I called and I told her that I had a conviction from heaven that you are the lady who is meant for me, and now I told her that I'm interested, and I was straight to the point. I want to marry you. Yeah, that's what I said. And then when I told her that, then there is one thing she told me. She is dating. And I told her, okay, well, I know. Yeah, but I want to marry you. So then when I told her, she said she was dating. So she thought I was not yet convinced. So she said she want to go abroad to study, do many things there. So she's not going to be in Kenya, I think in 2 months time from then. And then, so who am I? I told her, I know, and I want to marry you. Yeah, so, but who is God? Mungu ni nani? It didn't work by then, and here we are. And we thank God. Yes.
You know, the most weird thing was, how do you meet someone and you're like, I want to marry you, like you don't even know me. So, and then the moment he mentioned heaven, I was like, bas, sasa happened on ninasikia about prophets lying they have heard from God. Now this is the guy. He has started. Yeah, but yeah, along this I looked for so many excuses just to put him like away. Yeah, and it's true I was dating then. Yeah, but he was not moved. Oh, I actually told him, yeah, now that you've mentioned heaven, I also want to hear from that God. The one who told you about me, I also want to hear from that God. So I told him, give me like 3 months, yeah, for me to pray about it, so that I can also know what to do with this guy, and then also know what to do with yourself. Yeah, and he was like, it's okay, I'll actually give you as much time as you want. And I was like, okay, honestly, I was not even praying.
Yeah, she was not praying. And I gave her around 4 months. Yeah, then I went silent. Then I called her. Uh, have you received any answer from heaven? Kaniambia hata bado hajakuwa akiomba. So, but the funniest thing and the good thing, alikuwa sha broke na the other guy. Yeah, so, and the genesis of everything began from there. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to, okay, not because of him, but because of a few other issues, I had to break up with the other guy. Yeah, we had some issues, and yeah, so yeah, I let him go. And then, yeah, now I decided I'm not dating anyone else. I just want to focus on my studies and go abroad. Yeah, these love issues, I'm so done. Yeah, but here we are. Yeah, I told him I have not heard from God, but it's okay. We can see how it goes. Yeah.
Yeah, one, I will say that in every healthy relationship, spiritual things and intellectual things must be of the same level, and levels of dream, levels of desire, the heart, and also the levels of motivation and the will. So, when I got to know her desires, so and my desires, so we saw that they are merging. So, and I said I will not let it go. So, one, I had to plan very quickly on how we will start meeting. So, and by good luck, she was living in Rimuru by then, somewhere in Ngarariga. So, when she told me that she would be going to Gikomba sometimes, so, and then she told me, will you mind accompanying me? Nikamwambia, nitakuwa hapo hivyo. When is the day? Nitakuwa hapo hivyo. So, then tukaanza, miradi yetu ilikuwa Gekosh, Jivaji, hapa pale hivyo. Haikuwa huko mbali mbali. Yeah, tunaenda tukionanga ma buildings za tao. Yeah, ilikuwa fun. Yeah, from there now tukaanza kupanga kila kitu. So, this day now we meet in Gikomba, then in the evening tukakuja ku relax. By then I was living I was in Central, Mount Kenya region. And so, hapa hivi Jivaji, sasa tukiwa hapa Jivaji. So hapo hivyo ndio nilimuulizia, will you marry me? Yeah, tumepatana hiyo siku sasa ya kwanza, will you marry me? And then akasema yes. Yeah, that was our first date and the first proposal, na akakubali. Yeah, of course. From there, then she had some fears in her, because she was like, how am I going to tell my parents, and how am I going to start? How am I going to involve them? So, and a good thing, alitumia her big sister, so kwenda kueleza the issue. So she communicated to the sister, and then the sister communicated to the mom, And then dad my father alikuwa anasikia rumors tu huko hivyo ya kwamba kuna vitu inaendelea. So she had not hiyo courage hakuwa nayo. She had not that courage, but God is faithful. Kuna mahali ilifika so ya kwamba tukasema so now we are going to tell our parents. She told her parents, then I told my parents from my side, and then they received the report in a good way, and they said you are welcome, and any day that you plan we will receive you.
Okay, my mom was kind of happy, yeah, because I remember the first time I told her, she was like, okay, because actually we were having a conversation about my cousin, and I'm like, I'll bring someone. No, I think, yeah, I told her, I'll bring someone home. Yeah, I'll bring someone home. You want a son-in-law? I'll bring someone home. And she was like, it's okay, bring him. And I'm like, I'm serious. She's like, okay, bring him home. Acha tumuone ndo tuombe tukijua ni tunaelekea upande gani. Yeah, and so we start planning. By that time, I had not told Dad anything. Yeah, because I had brought other guys at home. I had brought other guys at home, and my dad was like, oh my God, you are lost. And I remember the last time we had that conversation, he was like, I just need you to bring me someone we can understand each other's language. Yeah, that's what he said. So I was like, okay, no problem. So all along, I didn't tell Dad about it. And then Mom talks to Dad, and Dad calls me at like, nasikia sijui fununu, unaleta mtu kwa nini uniambi? And I'm like, ni venye nilikuwa nataka tupitie through Mom juu ya respect. Then he's like, okay, let the guy come home. And yeah, he came in the company of his 2 friends. And it was amazing. Yeah, the guy, his friend, was unable to, you know, from our custom, you're supposed to bring a spokesperson. So you're just quiet, the guy is talking on your behalf. But then, yeah, alishindwa kuji-express. So he had to, like, Dad, I'm here because I want this girl hand in marriage. Like, hey, mjionge, jumwenye umekuja naye. Yeah, but he was so happy, and from that day my dad really loved him. Yeah.
After we agreed in Jiva G that we are going to marry each other, then we had to set all the events of what we want to happen, or the flow of events and everything that want to happen in our lives. So tulikuwa tushapanga the date ya kwenda kuona parents, tunaanza na kwao, then tunaenda kwetu, then tunaenda Rorashio, that is paying the dowry. Then tulikuwa tumepanga pia pre-wedding and also the dates za wedding. So with us tulikuwa tumepanga kila kitu. So from when we arranged everything, then everything iliflow. Hatukuwa na mambo bovu. Yeah.
I didn't have like so many people coming from my side, but he did all the planning from his side. And then on that day, heavens opened, it rained. It rained heavily, so like guys didn't show up. And actually we did our pre-wedding like a month to our wedding, because it was on 19th of November and our wedding was on 9th of December. Yeah, so we were highly banking on this pre-wedding. Yeah, and then heavens decided on this day we are going to open and pour. Yes, like never before. Yeah, so people didn't show up. Yeah, we didn't raise as much money like as we expected. Yeah. I was disappointed, honestly. So disappointed. I was like, oh my God. So we had organized some committee meetings still at his place. Because of the distance, I'm working in Kijabe, he's working in Kerugoya, so I couldn't attend the physical meetings. Yeah, but he was there all through the meetings. Yeah, so they used to have committee meetings at his home. That is why I was so disappointed. I was wondering, like, you guys have been meeting and planning. How come, like, this day does not, like, Nini become successful? And okay, we didn't even, okay, like plan a lot. Yeah, we just left the committee. The good thing we had the pastors, yeah, from his church, arranging how we are going to sell stuff for the pre-wedding. Yeah, but unfortunately we didn't have people to buy the stuff. Yeah, but yeah, that's it.
Actually, in committees, we normally have committees from our own area. If in case of anything, there is any wedding ahead, then you call the neighbors, then the friends that you know that they can boost you and give you some coin that you have. And so we had to organize because we needed support from them. So, but they were not so good as we expected, as we thought it will be. So there were so many frustration on our side. The people you think they will support you, then they are the people that they don't show up when you need them. So, and we trusted in God, and we believed that it will work. And there was one thing that we were convinced in us: come rain, come sunshine, we must do it this year, because it was our decision. So, and the same people who failed to show up, they are the same people who had told us that we postpone the dowry payment so that they can support us and raise money. But the dad now, my dad-in-law, Mr. Kamochu, told me that ya kwamba hawa watu hawa ukiwa trust hawa hivi watakuangusha. And he told me, son, bibi ni wako hata si wangu. So what you need to do, just come the way you are. I will receive you. I have already received you. You have a place in my heart, and I'm willing to support you, and I'll do anything for you people to see that day is successful. So, and because dad had said that, then we had no other thing to do other than to go and continue with our plans and leave the crowd behind and now focus on our own agendas. So we relied on people, and they didn't show up. It was not, we were not happy. Yeah. The day was good. Actually, we were happy, and the only thing that we came to realize, you know, we are the people who would like to be supported. So, and now the money that we had, we were giving in the committee and the pre-wedding. So instead of them giving it back to us, so it's like now tuliona hey manze, hapa hivi ni kama tumelose tumechukua kidogo tukaongeza ile mingi. So the day was good. People didn't show up. It rained, but as I normally say, everything happens for a reason, and we thank God that ya kwamba ilisha poa, and we raised the good money we raised na ikatu support na tukaendelea. So then after raising what we raised, then pia my own reverend aliona hapa hivi kuna shida alinita kando akaniambia hapa hivi ile budget yenye mlikuwa mmeplan tafadhali mjaribu kureduce and then you just reduce the budget, work with what you have. And then in my heart I said, then I serve a big God. We have a big God. Then even the pastors, even the elders of the church, they can see this thing, it is not going to work. And it is not happening. But these are people. And then I said in my heart, then, I will not listen to them, but I will listen to God. If they are saying that we cut the budget and then we reduce whatever we had planned, then we are going to frustrate ourselves. And we are going to frustrate the friends who we had called. So we decided we are not going to listen to them with whatever we collected. We are going to work with that, and we worked on that.
Well, the best thing is that after, like, we decided we are going to get married, we already had a list of the people we'd like to be on our lineup. So I think like 4 months to the wedding, we already had a group, yeah, of the people. He had created one for his groomsmen, and I had created one for the ladies. I had 10, I had 10 ladies. And one of the things that I had told them is that I really desire like having a wedding whereby during the church ceremony, I'd like us to have a certain kind of attire, and then now for the reception, I'd like us to change into something fancy. Yeah, so that of course means the budget is a little bit high. Yeah, but they were not disappointed. So I remember there's a friend of mine who called me, and my friend was like, I think we can have some people for the church service and then some people for the reception. And I told her, okay, I won't be very happy about that, but if at all it cut a cost, no problem. But the good thing, the girls were up for it. They said, if it's for you, girl, we are ready to do anything. So we had already managed to like raise the money. We had a treasurer. They used to send the money to the treasurer, identified a fundi as early as 3 months to the wedding. Yeah, and our clothes were prepared, like they were made in good time. But for the guys, oh my God. They're just seated, relaxed, knowing that we are supposed to be groomsmen in a wedding, and they are not bothered. They have not even bothered to look for suits. So like, I think it was 2 weeks to the wedding, we go to Eastleigh. So we are going to get the suits for the groomsmen. So we go to that guy at Eastleigh, and the shade of blue, our theme colors were royal blue and peach. So the shade of blue that the guy gives me, I'm like, oh my God, this is not it. So he's like, okay, and mind you, like these are 8 people, or some people along the way they had to step down. So we are looking for, at Eastleigh, we are looking for suits for 8 people, the same shade of color, 2 weeks to the wedding. So the guy goes and I can't like an hour. So I remember I was so angry. I told him, you know what? And then, yeah, they are like, we are not comfortable because the shade of blue aliwaonyesha, it was not royal blue. Yeah, so like, we are not comfortable changing the shade of color. And I told him, you know what? It's our wedding. If they are not comfortable, well and good. I'm ready to have a wedding with ladies only. It will be unique after all. So we stepped out of that stall, and we are like, yeah, my sister and my brother were around. They had also come to Eastleigh to do a few things. Yes, so I told them, you know what, we've decided our wedding will not have groomsmen. Our wedding will not have groomsmen, yeah, because they are not cooperating. There is no way I'm going to, we have already like done the decor, everything about the deck. How do we change everything because of these guys? Yeah, so we are like, we are not having groomsmen on this team. And mom was like, she's a very peaceful person. She's like, hakuna kitu ingine tunaweza fanya. I'm like, mom, I'm so done. Yeah, so he said he's going to reimburse their money back to them. Yeah, then along the way, we walk along some stalls, and then we find the suits. They're like, yeah, you know what? We are going to buy these suits. Wakijisikia watavaa hiyo siku wachane nazo, well and good. Yeah, and that was our team. Yeah, but for the ladies, they were very cooperative. The men, oh my God, another story.
On my side, okay, guys were very cooperative from the beginning. We in fact, we created a group first before ladies, eh? Yeah, so that means we had some organization. So at the end, ndio tuligonga mwamba. Tukaanza kupiga miadi hapa pale hivyo. So we there was you know, of course men are colorblind. When you are told about blue, so you don't know which blue it is. And so mimi nilijua ni royal blue. So royal blue hadi sasa hivi nikienda niambiwa kwa duka hii ndio royal blue, bado nitaamini hata ni kama iko ni blue. So this is what we decided for me. So wanaume tunawapelekea hii, so ikakuwa ni shouting sana so tukamwambia sasa ni hii, wakasema okay, okay, is okay, because we had paid everything and we had done everything. Nikawaelezea, then at a point I had also to decide and also to make a tough decision and also say it was my day and it is our day, so they have to wear that and they have to come in according to our alignments and according to our plans. So because we are not going to waste the whole year because of a single day, so I decided. So we had one mind with my wife and also with sister-in-law and also my brother-in-law and also mamu who was there. So and then tukasema ya kwamba, so this is what we are going to do, na tutavalia hii. Na nikamwambia, na wakaniuliza na wakikata, nikamwambia I'm going to convince them. And so niliwapelekea manguo zote. Wakaenda wakaziangalia, wakasema we. So nikamwambia hivi ndivyo kulivyo, na hiyo ndio royal blue. Tumeambiwa ile nyingine haiko royal blue, so hii ndio royal blue. So wakasema ni sawa basi, so tutafanya nini? So and they had to cooperate and I thank God for them. Yeah.
It was on 9th of December 2023. I remember the day started on a very low note, yeah, because of my girls. So a friend of mine carried my phone with her. Yeah, it was in good faith because people were calling, yeah, and I needed to relax. But now the problem is the makeup artist was supposed to call me so that she can get directions to my place. So she gets to a certain place near home and she calls my phone. So my friend picks my phone. She has never been to Banana before. That's my place. So she gives another friend my phone. So my friend also just gives a very wrong direction. So they got to that place, I think, at 4 a.m. because we had we have a lineup of 8 girls. There are so many and we need to leave in good time. Yeah, so she got there at 4 a.m. but I think she got to the house at around 5:30 a.m. for 1.5 hours. She was just yeah, running around. Yeah, and I was so angry because they just give the wrong directions. They don't even show up. We had given them the program. We were supposed to leave home at 8 a.m. at our, yeah, that's when the bride was supposed to be picked up. Yeah, so at 6 a.m. they're still in their bed sleeping and I was so angry. Like, mmebeba simu yangu mnapeana wrong directions, you don't show up. Yeah, because we had to get them a place for them to sleep for the night. They wangetosha at my mom's place. Yeah, so finally I decided it's my day. I refused to be angry. Yeah, so I just decided to be cool. I told my niece, my two nieces were around. So I told them, you just get prepared, go get your makeup done. Yeah, for a whole hour they were just enjoying themselves because no one else has showed up. Yeah, so then at 6 a.m. they start showing up one by one. And I'm like, oh my God, just feel like beating all of you. Yeah, so I also prepare, take breakfast, and then dress up. Then after I'm done dressing up, and you know you need to be helped to put on that gown. After I'm done, the makeup artist says, no, you're supposed to come without the gown, without putting on the gown. And I'm like, oh my God, what is this? I have to remove it again. Then have my makeup done. Oh my God, I was so angry. So I go back, change, then come back, have my makeup done, then go back and put it on again. Yeah, so by this time, like time is really like time is really flying. Then the ladies from his place, they were psyched up. They came all the way from Kirinyaga, and by 8 a.m. they were in Banana. We are not yet done. So we have to do a few rounds around the place before they can get to now my place. Yeah, so they come in, yeah, and we have to leave. Yeah, whoever mwenye hajamaliziwa sasa ni shauri yako. And so yeah, they sing a few songs, we walk out, and I was so excited, like when I just stepped out and I saw like they were so many, they were so psyched. But I had told them mimi sitaki kubebwa hivyo venye wanabebanga mtu juju. Yeah. I'll just walk. Yeah, so we go to the vehicles and then head to church. I fellowship at Life Church Limuru. Yeah, so when we get to church, as we are waiting for the guys to set up, yeah, we are told you need to kusonga kidogo because Apostle is here. Yeah, so I'm like, oh my God, Apostle T is in the house. So I was so excited. Yeah, he comes in, and then I'm told now it's your time to get in. According to our church, the bride is supposed to come in first. So maybe the fact that I was so excited Apostle was in the house, mimi hata niliekewa ngoma hata sikuwa nimepanga, but I didn't realize at that particular moment I walked very fast. I walked very fast. Yeah, but for him, he took his time. Yeah, akaingia kwa church akiimba. Yeah, changed the whole atmosphere. Yeah, it was beautiful.
First, I was called from my home, Kirinyaga. And then they told me, they asked one of my Daddy Karim, he asked me, are you ready? And Kumambia, yeah, I'm ready. That was by 4 a.m. So then around 5 a.m., then Pastor friend of mine, Pastor Kanjagwa, then he called, and then he told me the count of minutes, the time is now. So he asked me, are you awake? And I told him I am awake. Then he prayed for me, 5 good minutes. Then he said it will be a best day for you, it will be an amazing day. So, and then he said, let me pray for you. Then he prayed. So that was the best moment I remember, and it was the best thing that happened to me and to my life. And so then after that, then my best man alikuwa ameenda ku drive the wife kwenda kutayarisha my sweetheart to her place. Then after alipoenda, so alichelewa kidogo, so kukuja alikuja akanipikia mayai teke, then kachai hapa na pale. So then akaniambia tujitayarisha tuende. So as tunajitayarisha, then the media people wamepotea na wao. So hawajui the direction, hawajui the place where they are supposed to be. They know the place, but they are not in the right place. So kumbe wameenda hadi wameingia kwa harusi nyingine yenyewe. So what do we do? So hadi nikapeana simu, so wapewe direction. So in the process ya kujitayarisha, because the best man and the best and I myself tulikuwa tunavaa suti the same, and kila kitu ni the same. So tumepiga luku kila kitu, so nikapelekea my best man ku iron my shirt. So as he was ironing, kumbe amedhani ni yake, yeye amevalia yangu. Alivalia. So ndio nikamwambia, where's my shirt? So yeye ashaifunga, akaniambia wa. So tena akatoka akaenda kutafuta yake. So it was the funniest morning, but later on, so akaniambia, juu hata watu wa media wajafika, so wacha tukupige picha, nikupige picha haraka. Then after that, we are not around, tukatoka. Then tukienda kutoka, my men walikuwa washafika, so wakakuja wakanichukua. Then tukapanda Bano, where my lady come from. Then in that place, in fact we are not allowed to be in that place, but sijui ni nini tulifanya, tukakuwa kichwa ngumu, tukakuwa hadi hiyo mahali. So in that place, so I saw the bride in the akiimbiwa nyimbo, yeah, drums, and I was like, wow, this is the day. And you know, kuna ile mahali unakanga unasema hii ni harusi yangu. So hiyo morning bado sikuwa ninaamini ni harusi yangu. So like I was like, hawa watu wote bana, sijui wametoka wapi. So then tukatoka hapo hivyo tukaenda church. Kufika church, then Pastor Apostle T had promised that he will officiate our wedding. We had gone to request him. Then we thank God he came. So kufika, and then I saw him driving himself in the church. Then I kasema, wow, I thank God he is here. So in that moment ya kuingia church, so mimi hata sikujua akiingia because she went in fast, then nikaingia. So as I was going in, it has always been my desire kwamba niingie nikiimba, and then as I worship God, so nikaingia na worship. So as I was worshiping, then I had a change in the atmosphere. Then I heard that there is a shift. Then I heard that this is the best thing. Then people, or the people who had come for the wedding, then they could back the song, and I felt, wow, this is amazing. And nilipoingia, then I don't know where tears were flowing from because ilikuwa nini. So then nikadi nikamwambukiza akaanza kulia. And then the best thing also to coffee too, the best sermon we ever had, that when the master in the house, nothing will go wrong. That was the best sermon we have ever had, and it really blessed our soul and our hearts, and it shifted us. So, and then from there to kind of reception, then to kind of photo shoot baadaye, and that's how our day was.
The good thing I had listened to so many people talk about marriage. I remember at some point in time I had decided I don't think this marriage thing works. Yeah, but along the way I had learned I decided instead of now looking at the failures, let me get to understand what really goes wrong until someone gives up on this marriage thing. Yeah, so I listened to people who are married. Funny thing, most of my friends were married. Yeah, so I'd listen to them talk about their disappointments. I'd listen to them talk about their disappointments, and I'd pick a few things. So one of the biggest things that I had learned along the way was don't have any expectations in marriage. Yeah, so as I was walking into this marriage, I decided whatever comes, okay, I'll just be surprised, and I'm like, where? Okay. Sawa, tusonge nayo. So that really helped me, like listening to other people's counsel, and every single time you'd hear someone talk about expectations. So at least good thing I had already like been alerted not to have any expectations. Yeah, so it's not easy because as a human being you'll still put a certain bar. Yeah, but as much as you're putting that bar, you always remind yourself, tulisema expectations kando. Yeah, and that really helped me up to date.
Yeah, I had an expectation, of course. I needed a wife. That was the first thing. And also, I needed a mother to my children. That is another expectation. And I believed God that in all my expectation and in all my desires for marriage, they will come to pass. So I decided that this is the wife that I want, and I know she was the best, and she's the wife that I would like to live with. She's the wife that I want to spend the entire of my life with. So I had that expectation, and I thank God it is working, and it will work. Of course, in dating period, is a period of data collection, and the habits and the attitudes that you see them and you observe there, you carry them over to your marriage. So in that period, we decided that this is what we want to do in life. This is what we would like our marriage to look like, and because we had that data with us, so we knew this is the number of the kids that we are going to have, and we trust God and we believe God that the number of the kids that we are praying to God, He will give and grant unto us. Yeah.
Another thing I can add to that, I remember when we started having now serious marriage conversations, I remember I asked him, what if we are not able to have kids? Because I had seen so many marriages where people like stay for like 10 years, they don't have kids. So I asked him, what if we are not able to have kids? And I remember he gave me a very nice answer. He told me, I believe God is going to give us kids. Yeah, so he told me, you know what, I want to pray for you. Yeah, he prayed for me. He laid his hand on my womb and he prayed for me. I was like, okay, well and good. Kids we are having, because he really loves kids. Yeah, for me, I'm a bit reserved. Yeah, he's the kind of a guy like tukitembea kwa uko kwa plot anapatana na mtoi ako like hi, and me I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, I'll just pass until, yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm so sorry, I'm not just being ignorant, but kuna venye nimeka to make a space. But for him, yeah, everywhere he goes, and he really attracts kids. So I was very fearful. Yeah, you might be very friendly to kids, and myself, I'm not able to give you a child. Yeah, but yeah, he said, I believe God, he's going to bless us. Yeah.
Actually, one thing I thank God for Rahab is that she said, in fact, this came from her. She said that whenever she is paid, she's going to channel the money to my account. Then from there, then we decide, we plan. What do you want to do with the money, the bills to pay? So then what can we save? Such kind of things. By profession, she is an accountant. So, and then now, being an accountant, she's a spender. So that's why I think that's why she said she decided that ile pesa ambayo tunapata ninakuwekea, then from there then you can manage the money and the finances and everything that we want to do in life. So we my money, her money is our money, all of us. Yeah.
So one of the things he does, he keeps pushing me to become better, and he will always push me to apply for jobs. I'm very lazy. I'm very lazy, so he'll forward so many adverts. Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I'll work on it a weekend. And by the time you're checking, the expiry date is already gone. Yeah, but he really tries his best to push me to, yeah, greater heights. He tells me, whatever you're doing right now, I believe that's not what you're meant to do. I believe you can be bigger, you can be greater. Yeah, and also he'll challenge me to just go into the website, check out things about accounting. Lakini mwenye anaambi. Funny enough, myself, I really don't push him about career. Self-motivation.
On side of career and growth and expansion, of course we must keep on growing in all ways. And so as she has said, I normally support her. Like now we have crisis, which is very good, and I'm the one who used to pursue her to work on that goal. So she is currently she is working on a certain program. She's supposed to leave to US to do her masters, and now I was like, okay, we are newly wedded. How is it going to work? We didn't really work. So, and at some point, she was very disappointed that I'm not going to leave you behind, such kind. So, and I told her that I know it will be very painful, and it is very painful to us and to my side. So I don't know how I'll live without you. So, but one thing that I know, we prayed for this thing that it will be. We really fasted and trusted God that it will work. And then now that it has worked, then mbona tuizuie, then mbona tuzuie baraka za Mungu. And I told her, you just go to US. I'll be faithful to you, and also I'll remain praying for you. And I know you still come back, or I go, I come back, I come where you are. So we really support each other, and also wanga namwambia kwamba and you ukijua kwamba ninarudi shule ukimaliza ni mimi naingia so okay, I actually motivate myself. Yes. We came up with a program that after 2 weeks tunaenda out for a dinner, and then kama jana tumekuwa Basha kuangalia maji. Yeah, so and then also we trust God that after every 2 years in the life that God is going to give us, that we after every 2 years we shall be having a vacation just to work on our marriage. Yeah, tunawacha watoto and then tunaenda sisi wawili leave everything. Then the other thing that we keep on buying each other gifts, yeah, appreciating each other. Kiona hii ni kitu poa, then you buy for her. Then kiona ni poa, ananiletea. That's how we have continued to start the dating and also being in love with each other up to date.
You have been hanging out with the Rakels, and this is our love story.